Set to go. And away they go. Nuclear Power didn't get the best of starts. Total Eruption is right up there. Got out like a scolded cat. Straight away gone off to lead. Athelwolf is rushing over. So too on the outside. Matt's Rocket, Black Cap pushing forward. O-Space O's in the yellow colours back in fourth. 5 lengths off this leader. They followed in behind those by Matt's Rocket. Disruptive is in the red sleeves and cap further back. Then came behind that Picker Pomodoro. Grey Warrior is towards the back end of the field being pushed along by Rider Fourie, and Nuclear Power's well out of its ground, at least 7-8 lengths behind the second last horse. Racing towards the 800-metre marker, Total Eruption leads it by a length from Athelwolf Racing back in second spot. O-Space O's in the box seat on the fence in third. Outside of that is Matt's Rocket. That's got the Black Cap, then Matt's Warrior further back in the field, the Stripes, and followed by Disruptive. Then came Picker Pomodoro, 2 lengths away Grey Warrior, and 5-6 lengths to Nuclear Power. 500 metres to go. Total Eruption still leads the way. Is going to guide them into the home straight over Athelwolf in second. O-Space O's on the inside. Disruptive further back. Matt's Warrior gets going the outside. Further back is Picker Pomodoro. 250 to go. Total Eruption still leads. O-Space O down the inside trying to run on. On the outside is Matt's Warrior. Athelwolf is also closing ground, but it's still Total Eruption with O-Space O on the inside. Picker Pomodoro is also running on, but O-Space O's got to the lead in the last strides. O-Space O won it. Total Eruption second. Picker Pomodoro third. Matt's Warrior was fourth. Yes, you head on replay. Number 3, O-Space O went for the inside. Marco van Rensburg, the yellow colours for Hollywood Racing, and Cliffy Miller. They come through to pick it up, as always tracking the leaders. Total Eruption starts to hang outwards. Rider gets that under control. O-Space O is in front. Picker Pomodoro trying to run on. Goes the way of O-Space O. 3-6-1-7.
Welcome back. O-Space O, a son of Vercingetorix in the Hollywood Silks, comes out to win this afternoon for the Cliffy Miller yard. Daniel is collecting the 1,500 Rand like he normally does, but he normally has to give it to somebody else. Today he doesn't. Daniel for Daniel. Very well done. Well done, Daniel. O-Space O. Let's get Marco in the parade, well, in the winner's box here. We did say early on when they were going down to post, Nadine and I were watching you aboard O-Space O, and a little bit of attitude, and you like sort of gave it a bit of a come on focus and almost gave it back to you as well. So the attitude of Marco and the attitude of the horse fit perfectly in the winner's box. Well done.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with that one, but yes, I want to say big thank you and very well done to Daniel. You know, I knew this horse from Durban. I worked him when he was with MJ, and I mean, this horse used to run around without a jockey on on a regular base. So he is a cheeky one, and he's a difficult one to compete against at track or with. And that's why I want to say well done to Daniel, because since he's come here, Daniel's been on his back, and the only thing I can say is the man's got hands.
He's deserved the 1,500.
I don't think it's enough. But yeah, he definitely deserves it. And I mean, this horse, like you saw today, he went down to the start calm. He was nothing like he was in Durban. Behind the pension, he was a bit cheeky. He was looking to kick the rail, kick the other horses. When I jumped off, he almost kicked me. So yeah, he's a bit of a difficult dog, but he came out. He settled beautifully in the race, and top of the straight, he gave a kick, and at the end of the race, he won it. So, he couldn't have done more than win a race. So well done to Nick, well done to Ruam. They've done a super job with this horse. I didn't think he'd ever win a maiden. Okay. So yeah, for me, it's accolades everywhere else.
Well done. You've played your part as well, and you've added value. Well done.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And thank you to Hollywood, to Stefan, and to Mr. Dalpesh. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. Well done.
There we go. Marco said it all, and he gave us a bit of info there with regards to O-Space O, and interesting to hear all that. And Cliffy Miller and Nick, they're the ones also part of the scene that get horses, and then they try and work out. I know I've spoken to Cliffy before about that on course as well, is when you get horses from different stables, and once you, Cliffy, you have to earmark what's amiss. When you can find out what makes a horse happy, what makes a horse calm down, you've got half the battle won. one.
Yeah, you're right, Neil. You know, the one thing I must say about Anthony as well, when they send a horse down here, Anthony tells me all the ins and outs about the horse, what he likes and what he doesn't like, you know, and then you've got to sort it out, yeah. And, you know, I've got good work riders that come from Kimberley way with me, you know, so they're really good little work riders. And this horse was in the beginning quite difficult, and then since Daniel got on him, the horse has really calmed down a hell of a lot, you know. So I think he just won a maiden, obviously, but I think on that win there should be more. In a lower division races, there'll be more in a tank for him. And I'm just happy for Hollywood. 3 runners for them today, a second, third, and a win.
Okay.
I'm very happy for them and for their support they give me all the time. Thank you, Anthony, and thank to Owen and Devon.
All right, let's touch on Cliffy Miller Yard, because you've been here. How long have you been in PE now, Cliffy? Time flies.
About 4, I think,
4 or
4
5
years.
4 years.
Yeah, about there.
And I know you go through sort of levels, ups and downs, depending on it's got to do with horses in the yard. And I know many times before you've said on air, come on Hollywood, come on Anthony, support us. They have supported you, and it's made a big difference.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anthony has supported me a big time, and you know, it's not an easy place, PE, because your biggest stables, or you've got to compete against
Correct.
200, 250 horses, where you've got about 30 horses, you know. But we're keeping our head above water, and another thing is when you get a virus in your yard, like we were battling for about 2 months, 3 months nearly without getting a place even, you know. And thankfully that looks like that's in the past now. The things are coming right, and horses are really, really running much better. They're looking good, and the more new stock you get into the yard,
I
you
was
know.
going to ask you, is there still boxes available?
Yeah, there's plenty boxes available, you know. So, and the more you get in the new stock, they bring up the older stock feels better. Then you rejuvenate the older stock, put it that way, you know.
Put the spring in your step as well.
Yeah, no, I've got always a spring in my step, definitely, you know. My step is always full of springs.
Well done,
But
Cliffy.
once again, thanks to Hollywood, and thanks to my grooms, and thanks to Nicholas as well. He does a sterling job, you know. You've got to shut him out every now and again. But he does a sterling job, but without him, it's going to be quite difficult. But
Well
thank
done.
you to everybody, and thanks to Heather and Kimberley.
Tremendous.
Thank you.
There we go. Heather and Kimberley watching as well. Cliffy Milliard, this man has been in racing his entire life. I know from the days when I was presenting in Kimberley as well. So if you're looking to send a horse this way, give him a buzz. O space O, the winner of race 8.